In Angular, you can use attribute binding when you need to bind to HTML attribute that does not have a corresponding DOM property. What is DOM basically? DOM stands for Document Object Model. The browser DOM is the in-memory representation of your HTML page. It turns your HTML into a tree of objects that JavaScript can read and modify. In objects, we will have DOM properties, which are corresponding representations of HTML attributes. In our example, we will have colspan attribute in table cell. That is example of HTML attribute that doesn't have a corresponding DOM property. If we want dynamically to change this colspan attribute, we can only do that with attribute binding. Syntax will be square brackets, and inside we will write attr and this dot and name of attribute, in our case colspan. And on the right side we will have property which we will bind to this attribute. Okay, and let's describe what we have here in our template. We have table with 2 rows and we have 3 columns. In second row we will have cell that spans 1, 2 or 3 columns, and we will set that dynamically. We have also buttons here, and each time when we click button, it will be called this method setSpan. We can see here in code. Here our span value will be updated with new value, and that new value will be reflected here. And let's see in browser. You can see we can change here how many columns our cell will span. If we click on these buttons, we can see. And we are doing this dynamically. This is possible because here we are using attribute binding in template here, and someone will ask, can I use simply property binding? We can try, but we will get error. Answer is no, because there is no corresponding property for colspan in DOM. So this is example where we need to use attribute binding. Here. Okay. And that's it. I hope that you learned something new. Subscribe, like, and see you in the next video.